Well, Ramadan congregational prayers have resumed in mosques and migrant worker dormitories across Singapore. Such activities came to a halt last year because of COVID-19. Safe management measures will be put in place to keep congregants safe, as well as to minimise the risk of transmission. Alif Amshar joins us live now for more. Alif, tell us how Ramadan will be like for Muslims in Singapore this year.
Well, Dawn, I'm currently at the Leo in the eastern side of Singapore. Here, it's home to at least 3,500 migrant workers, and a third of them are Muslims, and they come from Bangladesh and India. So just behind me, this multi-purpose hall has been converted or prepared into a prayer hall where you can see the congregants or the workers are preparing to have their congregational Ramadan prayers tonight. And for them, it's such a relief. Because if you remember last year, this was a cluster, it was a COVID-19 cluster, and all the workers were in lockdown. So obviously this year, they are so much more happy, they are calm, that they are able to perform their prayers once more. And across Singapore, it's not only the dormitories where these congregational prayers will take place. The mosques as well, Muslims across Singapore will be able to return to the mosques for congregational prayers called Tarawih. But of course, they have to do some measures. They have to book online in order to get the slots. There will be 3 windows for them to book such slots, and each slot will have about 84,000 places. So obviously, all these measures are in place to ensure that congregants remain safe, even as Ramadan gets in the way in Singapore. And authorities are also making sure that groups remain people remain in groups of 8 for breakfast activities that didn't happen last year because of COVID-19.
And on the issue of safety, Alif, now that those congregational prayers have resumed at the migrant worker dorms, what are some of the measures that have been put in place to keep the workers safe?
Well, Dawn, I must say for this dorm, so for example, this multi-purpose hall, they can accommodate up to 45 workers per session for each prayer session, up to 90 per day. And for them to enter here to perform their prayers, they have to do the standard check-ins, temperature checks, and make sure that they're all well and safe before being able to enter the rooms for prayers. As well as for breaking fast, other communal activities, they're advised to stay in their dorms, break fast with their own roommates so that interaction is minimized. I spoke to one operator. He said that when the announcement came for workers to be allowed for congregational prayers, they were very excited. And here's what he had to say.
And then we started to clean up the whole place, and then we started to lay down the stickers, measure, and then we started to get some decor and all that, so we just put up and all that. So those guys, they were actually very happy, very blessed, and very thankful to us actually, that we actually done this.
And I spoke to some of the workers earlier. They say this Ramadan feels extra special just because of how much hardship they've gone through in the last year. Dawn, back to you.
A lot has changed indeed. Alif, thank you very much for that. Alif Amshar there reporting.